Many people think angels look like beautiful feminine creatures with wings or cute babies with halos and harps, called cherubs. But according to the Bible, angels probably don't look like that at all. They're not like what we see in movies or paintings, especially the ones from long ago like the Renaissance period. So what do angels really look like according to the Bible? Can we tell when we see one? Actually, it's hard to say, because angels can look different depending on the situation. They're spiritual beings, so they can change their appearance. In the Bible, sometimes they look like regular people. They might even help us without us knowing they're angels, according to Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2. Sometimes the Bible describes angels in really strange ways, like in Ezekiel chapter 1, where there are descriptions of angels with wheels covered in eyes. In this video, we'll talk about what angels look like according to the Bible. We'll go through a few verses to explain. For example, in Numbers 22:23, there's a story where a donkey sees an angel with a sword, but the person with the donkey couldn't see the angel. This shows that angels can be invisible to us, and when we do see them, they can be scary. Also, angels are often shown as fighters in spiritual battles. There are other instances in the Bible where angels are seen with swords. In Genesis chapter 3, verse 24, angels are described as guarding the entrance to the Garden of Eden with a flaming sword. In the book of Daniel, there's a description of a figure that appears to be a man, but with extraordinary features. He wears clothes made of fine gold, and his body shines like precious gemstones or bronze. His face is bright like lightning, his eyes are like blazing torches, and his voice sounds like a multitude of people speaking. In Ezekiel, there's another strange description of beings called ophanim, which means wheels. Although they're not explicitly called angels in the Bible, they're often considered angelic because they possess characteristics associated with living creatures, have supernatural abilities, and are near God's throne. These ophanim have wheels within wheels, suggesting they can move in any direction without turning. Their wheels are covered in eyes, and they move alongside living creatures, indicating a mysterious connection between them. When it comes to describing angels like cherubim, seraphim, and others, it's important to understand that they have a very different appearance from us. Their presence often instills fear in humans, and our human words can't fully capture their supernatural nature. Scripture provides various descriptions of angels, but it's important to note that there are different ranks of angels, each with their own distinct appearance. For example, a cherub looks different from an archangel, and an angel looks different from a demon. While Scripture gives us some idea of what these beings might look like, encountering one firsthand would likely be a terrifying experience. Although we don't have detailed descriptions of every type of angel, we'll give you a brief overview of some of them. Let's delve into what a biblically accurate cherubim might look like. The word cherubim comes from Hebrew, but its exact meaning isn't clear, so it's hard to imagine their appearance accurately. Some think it might come from a word meaning child, which is why they're sometimes shown as chubby babies in Christian art. However, this idea isn't widely accepted. Even though cherubim are mentioned early in the Bible, most passages don't give much detail about their appearance. God instructs the Israelites to include images of cherubim in sacred places like the tabernacle and temple, but all we know is that they have wings. In the book of Ezekiel, we get a better description. Cherubim are described as a mix of humans and animals, with 4 faces: human, ox, eagle, and lion, 4 wings, and human hands. They also seem to emit light or be on fire in a strange way. In Ezekiel 10, we learn more. Some cherubim have bodies covered in eyes, especially those connected to another type of angel called ophanim. These cherubim might be different from others due to this association. Additionally, the cherubim in this passage have 4 faces, but one of them is different from the ones described earlier. While we can't be certain of their exact appearance, we know cherubim aren't chubby babies. Instead, they seem to be some sort of majestic mix of human and animal, with wings, glowing features, and possibly covered in eyes. It might not be as cute, but it's definitely awe-inspiring. Let's move on to the next angel form, a malachim. The term malachim comes from Hebrew and means angels or messengers. These beings are the ones typically referred to as angels in the Bible. Their descriptions in the Bible are similar to how angels are commonly depicted in art and culture. In the Old Testament, most passages don't describe angels' appearance, but in Daniel 10, we get a detailed description. Daniel describes them as resembling men, but with a shining quality. Their skin looks like topaz and burnished bronze. In the New Testament, Revelation 10 provides another detailed description of at least one angel. This angel is clothed in a cloud with a rainbow above his head, and his face shines like the sun, with legs resembling fiery pillars. These descriptions suggest that biblically accurate angels are bright and shining. However, the book of Hebrews mentions that some people have encountered angels without realizing it, indicating that angels can appear like ordinary people if they choose. Contrary to popular belief, the Bible doesn't depict angels with wings. While we don't have many specifics about their appearance, we do know they don't have wings and often resemble humans. Let's continue with the next angelic form, a biblically accurate seraphim. The term seraphim comes from Hebrew and means burning ones. The Bible mentions them only once in Isaiah 6. In this chapter, Isaiah has a vision of God, and he sees these fiery creatures with 6 wings praising God. Besides having 6 wings, the only other detail mentioned is that they have faces and feet, which they cover with their wings. This description doesn't give us much to work with, so artists have imagined them in various ways, ranging from relatively normal to extremely supernatural. Some depictions combine features from other types of spiritual beings mentioned in the Bible, such as having eyes all over or multiple faces. However, we can't be certain about these details because we have limited information. And finally, let's discuss the most peculiar angelic form, the biblically accurate ophanim. The term ophanim comes from Hebrew and simply means wheels. These beings are only mentioned in one passage in the Bible, found in Ezekiel 1. The description of these creatures is quite bizarre, so let's take a look at the text directly. In Ezekiel's vision, he sees these living creatures, the cherubim, and beside each of them is a wheel on the ground. These wheels sparkle like topaz and are structured in a way that they resemble a wheel within a wheel. As the creatures move, the wheels can go in any direction without changing course, and their rims are high and filled with eyes all around. But you might wonder, why does it matter that we know what angels look like? Well, this for several reasons. Firstly, it helps correct misconceptions spread by the media. If we believe angels are like little babies with wings, we might be surprised if we encounter a real angel. Secondly, knowing the different forms angels can take prepares us for potential encounters. If we were to encounter an angel in its full or inspiring form, it might overwhelm us. Furthermore, understanding the role of angels in spiritual matters is crucial. They serve as messengers of God, delivering important messages as seen with Gabriel visiting Mary and Joseph. They also execute God's justice and judgment, as depicted in various biblical passages. Angels act as protectors, guiding and safeguarding individuals and nations. For instance, the angel of the Lord assisted Israel during their escape from Egypt and crossing of the Red Sea. Lastly, angels are worshippers who direct their praise to God. Despite their striking appearance, they acknowledge God as their creator and source of all power and authority. Don't forget to like and subscribe. May God bless you.